Goldfinches are flocking birds who like to congregate in autumn and winter on finch feeders, with perches too small to suit most other birds. This lone house sparrow might try it out, but he won't stay. The finches usually arrive in a group and forthwith set to quarreling, even when there are empty perches and no excuse for the attacks. And the harsher the weather, the more of them crowd onto that tube, so that the constant push and shove makes them carom off each other like pool balls. Possession isn't 9/10 of the law for them, it's the whole shebang. Okay, I get that they want the food in punishing cold, wet weather. What I don't get is why they jostle a flockmate off a perch that they don't even want. Take note, there's not one empty perch right there, but 3 of them. For no reason at all, they get in each other's faces like umpire and base runner. And yet, despite the way they flutter and jostle and peck at each other, fencing with their beaks, they need each other, because every one of them is watching, aiming one eye at the sky, then the other, in case a hawk should be near. Every twitch of the head is another snapshot of the bird's surroundings, and it registers every single one of those nanosecond shots. So don't talk to me about bird brains, because the brains of these little finches are remarkable at keeping up. If I looked at that many different spots in 2 seconds, I wouldn't be reassured about my safety. I'd just be dizzy. Goldfinches are so common at feeders that we almost forget that they don't really need us. If you have coneflowers or black-eyed Susans in your garden, don't cut them back when they're through blooming, and you might get to see the finches gathering seeds the way they always have done. Most of us prefer to see birds in their natural habitat anyway, but if you don't mind meeting your date at a food court instead of at a restaurant, then by all means put up feeders. And make those feeders safer for the birds by planting shrubs and trees nearby, as a haven for them when hawks come around, or just as a place to land next time they flee, because they do that every time one of their flockmates so much as clears its throat. Now, these are late winter goldfinches I'm showing you. You can tell as much by the traces of yellow that have begun to show on the head and neck. Last autumn, they did a full molt from their electric yellow breeding plumage into their drab fall garb. But by early January in Missouri, the males have started their springtime partial molt back into their Tweety bird breeding plumage. They transform so completely from boring to brilliant that sometimes people don't even realize they're the same species.